Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from English education students with semester from Cedar University. At this moment, our group will explain about nominalization and grammatical metaphor.
So guys, the first we would like to discuss about nominalization. Did you know what is meant by nominalization? Based on functional linguists, there are several definitions of nominalization. The first one is from Martin in 2008. He defines that nominalization is a grammatical research for verifying nouns from other word classes. The second is from Thompson and Droga, which is stated in 2012. They states that the nouns that name processes are derived from other classes of word and are called nominalization. The third is from Agents in 1994. He mentioned that nominalization is the process of turning things that are not normally nouns into nouns. Based from that definition, it can conclude that nominalization is the use of a word that is not a noun, for example like a verb, an adjective, and a verb or other word classes to be a noun, or as the head of a noun phrase. This change in functional category can occur through morphological transformation, but it does not always. Nominalization can refer, for instance, to the process of producing a noun from another part of speech by adding a derivational affix, for example, like the noun legalization from the verb legalize. But it can also refer to the complex noun that is formed as a result. And here is the types of nominalization. In nominalization, there are three types that you must know. The first one is nominalized adjective, the second is nominalized verb, and the third is gerundive nominalization. From the table that we can see here, we know that there are some words which is come from the different word classes, but because it is added with the derivational affix, it becomes a noun. For example, like the word happy. The word happy here is the example of adjective word, but because it is adding with the derivational affix which is ness, it became happiness, and happiness here is a noun. And the example of using this happiness word is her happiness was a result of having her loving friends. And for the other example, you can see also in this table.
Grammatical metaphor. What is grammatical metaphor? According to Halliday's point of view, in the process of nominalization, features or modal verbs and modal adverbs, in addition to maintaining the original consistent meaning, metaphorical meaning as things has been added. Grammatical metaphor is the realization of grammar that is commonly used for a particular experience used for another experience. Saragi 20 and 6, 1093. Nominalized grammatical metaphor is widely used and relatively complicated in written text. That is to say, if more nouns or noun phrases are used in a text, the text belongs to a written text, whereas if nouns or noun phrases are useless, the text belongs to a spoken text. Grammatical metaphors are more focused on the field of syntax, where the study is more dominant at the level of grammatical structure. So, grammatical metaphors, also known as nominalization, take ideas that are usually expressed using one grammatical structure and rephrase them as another.
There is an example of the difference between a usual clause and grammatical metaphor. In form A, a usual clause, there is a sentence, endodermis cell wall change. Endodermis cell wall as actor, and change as material process. And in form B, grammatical metaphor, there is the sentence, the endodermis cell wall undergo change. So the endodermis cell wall as a sensor, undergo as a meta process, and change as a phenomenon. So the difference in sentences in forms A and B is that the word endodermis cell wall in form A is actor, but in form B, the endodermis cell wall as a sensor, and then change in form A as a material process, while in form B, change as a phenomenon. So the grammatical metaphor is when there is a change in the word endodermis cell wall as actor become the endodermis cell wall as a sensor, and then the change in form A as material process become in form B change as a phenomenon. And as I explained before, in form A, the clause endodermis cell wall change is found. The word change is included in the form of material process and is considered common. But in form B, we find the clause the endodermis cell wall undergo change. In fact, the translation results contained in clause B experience a change in the form of the grammatical structure and function, namely the change in form from the word change to undergo change. The word change in form A is metaphorized as undergo change in form B. So that grammatical metaphor occurs in the clause in form B. The word change, which functions as a material process or verb group, is called as change, which functions as a phenomenon or noun group, while the word undergo is a group of verbs that function as a mental process, and usually the perpetrators are humans. So the cell wall is encoded as a human being who can be subject to the process of experiencing, and this clause is included in the category of process metaphor.
Okay, that is the explanation about nominalization and grammatical metaphor. Thank you for the time and thank you for the attention. Bye, see you.